Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Angelique, and today we are getting into how to start and grow on social media in 2024. So let's get it. First things first is choosing the right platform. You want to pick a platform that works for you. Depending on how you can make content based on your schedule or just your style of content, that is going to determine what platform you choose to focus on. And I recommend focusing on one when you start out. So my main platforms are Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And in order of importance, it is YouTube, TikTok, then Instagram. So if you want to make longer form videos, YouTube. If you want to make vertical, shorter form videos, maybe TikTok. If you also want to make shorter form videos and then maybe post a lot more pictures and do like a personal diary, Instagram. So determine what platform you want to use and start off with one. Once you determine what platform you're going to use, next you want to set up your profile. So you basically just go to the app and follow what it says in terms of building your profile. You want to make sure you have a nice picture of your face, or if you are in a specific niche, maybe a picture that represents your niche. But I always recommend your face. You want to have a short description describing the content that you make, and then you want to have an email, especially if you want to have brand sponsorships and just work with brands in general. Having a proper business email is important in your description. Now that you've determined what platform you're going to use, you have your profile just sitting ready waiting for you, it's time to create a little strategy. You don't want to be extensive with this. You don't want to make it overcomplicated. You just want to have an idea of what type of content you want to post, how often you want to post, and who your target audience may be. You can look at different profiles based on your niche or the style of content you like to create and see what performs well on their pages, and then you could develop your content around that. I think what's most important when building your strategy is being able to create a schedule that allows you to be consistent. Consistency is super key when posting on social media. If you can only post once a week, make sure you stick to posting once a week. As you post consistently, an audience will build over time. So I recommend focusing on building that audience connection a little bit after you've posted consistently and you've gotten more comfortable showing up on social media. Next is understanding the algorithm. Now, when it comes to the algorithm, I recommend don't even worry about it. Don't worry about the algorithm, because the algorithm itself is always changing. They are always updating these apps, adding new features. Then there's so much information coming in from so many different people around the world, where the algorithm then has to filter out what content goes where, and just trying to do all these strategies to figure out what the content is doing and all this is just a lot. When you're starting out, keep it simple. Don't worry about the algorithm. Just worry about posting good content consistently that fits the brand that you want to portray to the world. When you're posting consistently and you're getting engagement, it's important to engage with the people that are engaging with you. So answering any questions with a video is also fun, because it gives you even more ideas for new content and new videos or new reels, depending on what you're posting on. It is adding to building that community. You don't want to be posting and then people are taking the time to comment and you're not engaging with the comment. Even if it's something that isn't a question, just say thank you, heart emoji, like the comment. Even if you're liking it, engage with the comments in some way. Okay, equipment. Depending on what platform you choose depends on the equipment you may need. So the first thing that I recommend, if you're doing like Instagram or TikTok, all you really need is an updated iPhone, a tripod, and maybe even a phone light, depending on if you make a lot of nighttime content or you're just somewhere where the lighting isn't the best. Having a light definitely helps with the overall quality of your videos. And then when it comes to YouTube, you can get a camera. I currently use my Canon T7i. I also have a vlog camera, which is my Sony ZV-1. And then you want to have a memory card, of course. You want to have an SD card reader that is adaptable to any electronic device you have. And then I recommend extra batteries. That is a big recommendation I can give you. Having extra batteries saves my life every time, because the way these batteries be dying is crazy. So I got 5 extra batteries, baby. I got a battery charging pack, and I just be one dies onto the next one, one dies onto the next one, and I travel with those, so I don't have to worry about running out of power or anything like that when I am vlogging or making videos. You can also get a bunch of stuff in a camera starter kit, where it comes with your batteries, all these extra things that you need. Just do your research and see what fits you, what you like, or what's within your budget. Now let's talk about how I was able to gain like 20K in 48 hours on TikTok. This was after I've been posting a while. So after you're posting for some time, you're gonna notice what content may have the most reach. Maybe there's a certain specific type of content that people like the most, and I noticed with mine it was hair content. So anytime I posted hair content, it mostly always did well. So I was like, okay, for my next video I want it to be hair centered. Then I was like, okay, how can I advertise my hair content in a way that is short and concise, gets my message across that I make good hair content videos, and allows people that may be new to my page to be interested in my hair content and maybe want to follow or see what I have to offer. What I started to do was I actually went to Instagram and I started scrolling on the reel section of any trending reels. And at the time, it was the audio of reduce your expectations to 0. It was that. So I was like, okay, I can do that with my hair content where I'm showing that I make great hairstyle videos for the girlies. And so I was like, all right, I make good hair content, but the world hasn't really seen it yet. So I basically did fast cuts of all the different hair videos that I've done since then, which is why it's important to make your content and be consistent first. And I put them together, and then all I did was when it said reduce your expectations to 0, I then showed the amount of followers I have. I posted that and not really thinking much of it. It did well. It did very well, and within 48 hours I had an extra 20K followers. It gave a preview of the type of content that I made, and it also showed my profile. I made sure I helped the algorithm by putting in the right hashtags and the right keywords, as if you're gonna do a Google search. So anyone that liked curly hair, natural hair, hairstyle ideas, that came across their page, they saw that, they engaged, and because I already have that content there for them to look at, they then followed. Making sure you use the proper SEO based on the video you're posting is super important. Then when it comes to people finding your content, treating these apps like Google search is, I think, the way to go. It's even less super hashtaggy and more keywords. So thinking about what would you search if you were looking for your own content. But starting out, keep it really simple. You can get super complex with metrics and analytics and strategies and all that, but I think starting out, if you keep it really simple and keep it fun, you can go way further than you have ever imagined. Once I saw that that first video worked, I basically would recreate that video every few weeks to continue my growth, and it continues to work. And then I'm going to do that until it doesn't work anymore, and I'm going to find a different strategy. It's literally just trying different things out and remixing old content, or putting a bunch of my videos together in one video. Now editing apps. Whenever I'm making reels, TikToks, or videos, I like to use either CapCut or Final Cut Pro. CapCut is also easy. You can have that on your phone. So more times than not, I use CapCut for my TikToks, and then I use Final Cut Pro for my YouTube videos. So that is what I use for my editing services. And then for my thumbnails, I like to use Canva. I feel like that's the standard nowadays. I'm like, if you ain't using Canva, what is you using? Canva is it, okay? I like to use Canva for all my thumbnails. Then when it comes to fonts, I like to use thefont.com, and I like to look up like retro, funky, groovy fonts. I like to look up bubble fonts, and I just have fun just choosing whatever fits my fancy. Sometimes I'll use that in my TikToks to make it fun and eye-catching. I'll use a different text than the standard text that everyone uses or that's in the app, so then I can add those little features that help my content stand out and make it feel a little bit different. That is my last recommendation. What is something you can add or change to make your content stand out? It doesn't have to be super big, super fancy, but what if it's just a font that nobody uses and it just stands out, or a certain color that you use, or a certain sound effect? Maybe it's the way you intro your videos, or your style of editing. What if you're someone who does fast cuts? Or what if you're just someone that's super aesthetic and likes to use very soft jazz, lo-fi music? Like, what are little things that you can add or change to really make your content unique and stand out. So that is pretty much it. I wish you all the best on your content creation social media journey, and I will see you guys tomorrow for my next video. Bye.